Come back to Red, White, and Boom 2016, where the crowds are slowly filing out of downtown Columbus after an incredible fireworks show. They promised 25% more boom, and they delivered.
They delivered a lot more boom, and the crowd was really into it, and they're still having a good time. Still some entertainment underway down here as well. We'll be talking about the ride home in just a bit. But first, we want to take kind of a sobering look at a sad statistic. It's a heartbreaking reality, but every day a veteran in this country takes their lives. In fact, believe it or not, suicide claims 8,000 veterans a year.
In fact, a local veteran, he had reached the dark side. He contemplated committing suicide, but he decided to step in and do something for the other veterans who were in that unfortunate position.
Out on the golf course, much like in real life, sometimes you land on the green. Other times you end up in the sand.
Oh, got a hold of it.
Zack Starr knows what it's like to be in the rough.
You feel restricted. You feel like there's this dark cloud when you go through depression and injury. You feel like there's nothing that you can do.
After basic training with the Navy, Starr hurt his shoulder. What was supposed to be a simple surgery led to 4 more and debilitating pain.
I couldn't function. I couldn't work. My house went through foreclosure. I almost lost my car.
Starr watched his dreams of a special ops job fade away, and so did his will to stay alive. He just couldn't take it anymore.
I had 2 instances where I almost went through with it. You feel like you would do everybody around you a service if you got out of the picture.
Zack says it was an unexpected visit from his dad that kept him from pulling the trigger.
It was very hard to watch him, but he has come a long way.
That long way consisted of 2,659 miles. To face his demons, a way to fight the depression, the chronic pain, the disappointments, Zack came up with a plan to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, a treacherous journey from Mexico all the way to Canada.
I was just to a point where I was frustrated with my injury defining what I did.
While beautiful, only 1 out of 3 who try ever make it to the end.
The hike was a metaphor for life, because even on cloudy, dark days when I didn't think I could hike the 25 miles I had to do that day, which was the average, sometimes I had to look at a tree in the distance and say, I have to get from here to there.
Starr says somewhere along the way, he remembered who he was.
I did find myself again, yeah. I found a different me, which was awesome.
He also discovered his purpose to help other veterans struggling after service find peace.
It's huge. You hear the number 22 a day. 22 veterans are committing suicide a day, and that's from the numbers that they can calculate. That's 8,000 a year.
Vet Connect was born somewhere along this trail, a nonprofit founded by Starr where vets can share their stories and struggles to inspire each other to push through the pain.
Going through something and realizing that if I had somebody to talk to back then who had gone through something similar and I could have connected with them, knowing that there's hope still, I thought, how can I take that and how can I share that with other veterans?
Starr's now busy spreading the word about Vet Connect in a documentary called The Epic Mile. The movie's been screened by sold-out crowds in Texas and Ohio. His dad couldn't be more proud.
To see him do this thing that he's done, walk at 2,600 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail, and then make a documentary, and with all the proceeds going to the veterans, I'm so proud of him.
Today, Starr's back to doing what he loves. Just doing things a little different these days.
I found an entire league of one-armed golfers, whether they were born that way or they had an injury or an amputation. And to me, that was another thing where I said, here's somebody else doing it, why can't I do that?
Back in the swing of things, helping others just like him get back on course.
And you can see the Epic Mile for yourself later this month.
The Grandview Theater at the Draft House will offer a very special screening of the documentary. That comes up on Sunday, July the 24th at 2 p.m. If you're looking for tickets, just go to epicmile.com.